Drop the mic. Okay, so pen. So it says, I have 30 coins consisting of nickels and quarters. The total value of the coins is $4.10. How many of each kind do I have? So the easiest way to do this is to set up a table. Okay? I'm going to set this up with by starting with nickels and quarters. Okay? I know that I have a total of 30 coins, so I could start by having 30 nickels with no quarters. And I know that a nickel's worth 5 cents, so my total is going to be 30 times 5 cents, or $1.50. Okay? So if I always have to have 30 coins, if I take one nickel away, that means I'm going to add a quarter. So if I take a nickel away, I'm losing 5 cents. But if I add a quarter, I'm gaining 25 cents. So by taking away 5 cents and adding 25 cents, I'm actually gaining 20 cents by doing this. Okay? This is minus 5 cents. This is plus 25 cents. 25 cents minus 5 cents gives me 20 cents. So if 30 nickels gave me $1.50, and I'm adding 20 cents by doing this, what I'm doing is I'm basically saying $1.50 plus 1 times 20 cents, which would give me a total of $1.70. Okay, so if I do this again, I would do 28 nickels and 2 quarters. This time, again, I'm going to lose 5 cents, and I'm going to gain 25 cents, or I'm going to net a gain of 20 cents. So again, I'm starting at $1.50 with 30 nickels, but now the change is 2 times 20, because I did it twice. So I'm actually adding 40 cents to this, and I end up with $1.90. I can continue this pattern, 27 and 3. Okay, so again, I would have $1.50, but since I'm doing this 3 times, I'm going to add 3 times 20, or 60 cents, and that gives me $2.10. So now that I know this pattern's going, one of the things that I notice is that the number of 20s I have is multiplied by the number of quarters I have. So 1, 2, 2, 2, 3, 3, so on and so forth. So the way that I can jump ahead on this is if I know 30 starts me at $1.50, if I need to get to $4.10, I can subtract the $1.50, which means I need $2.60. Since I'm adding 20 cents every time, I can take my $2.60 and divide it by 20 cents, and 20 cents goes in there 13 times. Okay? So I know I need to end up with 13 times 20 with this. So if I know I need 13 times 20, I'll show you over here, $1.50 plus 13 times 20 then gets me to, $1.50 plus $2.60, which is a total of $4.10. So if I know that the number I'm multiplying 20 by is the number of quarters that I have, this tells me that I need 13 quarters. So if I have 13 quarters, and I'm starting with, and I know I need 30 coins, I need 17 more coins in order to make 30, so I need 17 nickels. So the answer is 13 quarters with 17 nickels. And hopefully you can follow all that up there in that space.
So the way that the 8th graders would deal with this, and hopefully you can do this as well. This method, great, takes a long time. So what I'm going to do is I love equations. So I'm going to write some equations. So I'm going to know that I have 30 coins, and I only have nickels and quarters. So the number of nickels and quarters I have the sum of nickels and quarters has to be 30. So I have nickels plus quarters is equal to 30. And it says that I have a total of 410 cents. It's going to be a little bit easier to not have the decimal, so I'm going to say 410 cents. How much is each nickel worth?
5 cents.
5 cents. How much is each quarter worth? 25 cents. So I know 5 times the number of nickels plus 25 times the number of quarters is going to be equal to 410. All right. So I'm looking at this, and I have 2 letters, variables, 2 letters, and I really don't know how to solve something that has 2 variables. So it would be really wonderful if I could find a way to get rid of one of the 2 variables. Well, what is the opposite of 5n?
Negative 5n.
Negative 5n, all right. So what would I have to multiply this whole thing by to get a negative 5n?
Negative 1.
Negative 5.
Oh, oh, that up there, yeah. Negative
Yeah.
5, sorry.
So negative 5 times n is negative 5n. Negative 5 times q is negative 5q. And negative 5 times 30 is going to be negative 150. You have to wait on you. 5n minus 5n is 0, so that cancels out. 25q minus 5q is 20q. 410 minus 150 is going to be equal to 260. Oh, so 20 times some number is 260. Well, obviously if I divide this by 20, I will get the number of quarters. So let's see, so that's 13. So I have 13 quarters.
Yep.
How many dimes? Well, if I have nickels, sorry. If I have 30 total coins and 13 of them are quarters, then 30 minus 13 is 17. This way is much faster, but it may be a little harder to write these equations and deal with them. This is something called solving a system of equations, which is dealt with in high school, in Algebra 1. Thank you. Yes, you're right, you should do that. Okay. All right. Number 2.
Well, I'm going to do it my way.
Do it my way.
The 8th grade, now I remember that stuff. That's been about 20 years since I've had to do that. But,
It's going to be much sooner for these.
yeah, so we'll show them both ways, and then we'll just switch to that, because that does seem much easier. So again, my way, I'm going to do it actually above it, because I have a little more room. But in a math contest of 10 problems, 5 points was given for each correct answer. So a correct answer is worth 5. And an incorrect answer is worth -2, because 2 points are deducted, which means taken away, for each incorrect answer. If Nancy answered all 10 problems and scored 29 points, how many correct answers did she have? So I can set this up the same way. I have correct answers, I have incorrect answers, and I have a total score. So there are 10 problems. If I got all 10 correct and none incorrect, I would get 5 points for each correct answer. So I would multiply this 10 by 5, and my total would be 50 points. Okay? The goal here is to get to 29 points. So again, if I take one correct answer away and give myself an incorrect answer, I am getting a difference of 7. And the reason that is losing 7. The reason that is going from one correct answer, losing one correct answer takes away 5 points, and getting one correct answer adds -2 points, because they're each worth -2. So I have a -5 and a -2 or a -7. So here I get 50 minus 1 times 7, which gives me 43. I follow this pattern again. 8 correct, 2 incorrect. Again, I lose 5 for losing a correct answer, and I gain -2 for getting another incorrect answer, or another -7. Okay, so again, I can say 50 minus 2 times 7, because I did it twice, or 50 minus 14, which gives me 36. And again, there's a direct relationship between the number of 7s I have to the number of incorrect answers. So I'm trying to get to 29, which in this case, I know that if I do this one more time, 7 and 3, I'm going to do 50 minus 3 times 7. 3 times 7 is 21. 50 minus 21 is 29, which is the goal of what we're trying to get to. So we just solved it. So the correct answer is 7 correct answers and 3 incorrect answers. Let's see here if I can do it. What am I looking for here? Where's the button? Let's try Mr. Framke's way. Here we go, I'm passing the
We
mic.
haven't dilated it at all, have we?
No, not yet.
Do we dilate it at all in that problem?
No, they don't dilate it.
Rotate it? So does when you rotate, do the angles change at all? Right. Is that what it's asking? I'm sorry. All right. You can see I take that very seriously. All right. So another way to do this. So we have 10 problems, 5 points for each correct answer, 2 points are deducted for each incorrect answer. If you answered all 10 problems and scored a 29, stop that, Anya. How many correct answers does she have? All right. So how many total problems did we have?
10.
We had 10. So we have correct answers plus incorrect answers, and then we have a total of 10. Each correct answer is worth 5 points. So we have 5 times the number of correct minus 2 times the number of incorrect. And I had a total of 29. So, how did we do this last time? Well, if you remember last time in this problem with the quarters and nickels, once we had our two equations, we had to have opposites. Right now, we already have something that's really close to an opposite. I notice I have a positive I for incorrect, and I have a negative 2I. Well, these really are asking to be opposites, aren't they? So what is the opposite of negative 2I? 2I. So what do I have to multiply this equation by to get my positive 2I? Well, 2. So I'm going to multiply everything by 2. For those people who are really jonesing for some math vocabulary, this is actually distributing the 2. 2 times c is 2c. 2 times I is equal to positive 2I. 2 times 10 is 20. So I have 5c and 2c. 5c plus 2c is
7C.
7c. See the 7 c's. Negative 2i plus 2i is 0. It cancels out. 29 plus 20 is equal to 49. Oh, okay. Well, that's 7 times something is 49. You probably figured it out. It's 7. Because 49 divided by 7 is 7. So c is equal to 7. So if I have 7 correct answers, how many incorrect answers do I have? Well, 7 plus 3 is 10. And there we have it.
All right. I'll finish it up. That's very good. Maybe we can just stop here too,
Yeah, let's just stop here.
and that'll be good enough for the week.
Yeah, I think so.